You encompass the moment of emptiness in which all potentialities exist. While planting seeds in the season of Aquarius, we're kind of being invited to do just that. Plant a seed of hope that's rooted in our authenticity and our truth, our magic. It's here where we have this moment of clarity to clarify what is wanting to rise within us, our sacral chalice, and through the year as we move forwards. So besides having Lilith opposing this new moon, we also have Pluto in the mix, breaking down the old as there's this expansion of the new into the new, innovating the new to manifest and take form on the earth plane, the new earth. So we're being invited to witness the box that's been keeping us confined as we get ready to open this door, walking through it. See what's on the other side. I always say that there's magic on the other side of the breakdown to get us to this break on through.
Inshallah and Ashe. Welcome to a Wizardry of Wednesday, and blessings to you, my energetic beings. While we're waiting for people to hop on to the show, the live stream, or tune into the replay later, really taking a breath and a pause. I find that's the standard, I guess, for myself. But the elemental of transitional earth, we're entering into the interseason today of earth, the in-between, one season into the next. And it's amazing because it's right before the Chinese New Year, the yin water rabbit, and the new moon is in Aquarius. That's also on the cosmic highway. So if you have found that out, maybe that you're showing up a little differently within yourself. Are we present? Are we climbing into our skin? Have you defined your success, your strategy? Success is actually defined in Webster's as the accomplishment of an aim or a purpose, even the attainment of fame or wealth or a social status, whatever that is. And we often associate it more with money or affluence. And I feel like success is so much more than just that one pole. So kind of feel into your success. We've literally been climbing the mountain to the top, our self-leadership peak, if you will. And we've accomplished, the hard boulders on the path, holding this emotional tone of the feelings that we've had when we've actually dedicated ourselves to doing the work. So oftentimes shadows, our own or others, and holding the tones, it's like, have we felt in our heart if this was the path to choose? So every awareness and consciousness has really assisted us along to point us in that direction, protecting our heart from feelings of emptiness and moving forward with an attitude of gratitude and a mindset that our life is full, making a gratitude list even. So the heart's going to merge with the shamanic portal, taking a bow in Mercury, and the nodes move to an action state. So trust this initiation. It's time to take a bow and claim our spot, our success, and radiate that. You, my friend, and I, we've created this. We have the ball. We're going to hit the gong. There's synchronicity from the universe, God, universe. So our mind has been on holiday in the season of Capricorn, and it's moved the line to what we feel and what we attract and what we're able to open up to receive. So you may have bear witnessed or witnessed all this restructuring, and we need to perfect the clear thinking. We've been working on that since the 29th of December, I almost said the new year. So if you feel as if you have yet to experience that, then you may be already quite satisfied with your thinking state of awareness and your consciousness, your mental choreography. But just take a side note, there's always room for improvement, especially with the Capricornic, popcornish energies. Just amusing thought there, something to move about. But we do have some very potent manifesting energies in our field today. Our heart and transformation are merging, uniting for the sake of feeling our decisions to the core, to the deepest waters of our core. There will be no boulder or stone unturned with this energy. So it's time to really raise the bar, excel the octave. We're up to the sky with our elevated magic. Be that, do that, have that, focusing on that. So with all of that, welcome to the Daily Snippet. I am your host, and if you are new to my show or my channel, I'm a practicing holistic shaman, medium, an otherworldly life coach, and a subtle energetic surgeon. I do go by the term merging or choreographing, all of them. I call myself a holistic Shaw medium. Oh, that was a hard one to get out. But my intention is to utilize the indigenous technologies along with the elemental realms and the essence of our original divine blueprint, just navigating our soul's harmonic and our personal seed sounds. It's its own unique choreography through these realms, the elemental, imaginal, through the shaman's portal, the eighth energetic center, the cosmos with the subtle realms, and really so much more, with offerings and prescriptions, ritual prescriptions, if you will, the otherworldly kind, to really open you up, to add to your sauce, your magic, your juice, and your container, those ingredients, your personal medicine, your prime directive, really assisting you in navigating or discovering your own personal medicine, your inner genius, the star, the light that I believe we all are, that resonates inside of us, possibly reintroducing you to that magical being that really resides within. So we shine brighter. We cheer each other on. My name is Tonya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. And of course, if you have yet to subscribe to my channels, please do. YouTube, where you're tuning in, or otherwise, my Musing with Tonya D podcast, the season of the witches. But our sacral, the moon, the front side, the back side, they're spinning, inner and outer rims and wheels, if you will. The power pathway and also the earth star, it's really bringing it home and landing. If you're not sure what I'm even talking about, because I am a thought surfer, Change Your Stars, that's an online offering that I cover these and a lot more. And also, I always like to give a shout out to the new peeps entering the village, the community. I'd love to give you your acknowledgement that I do see you, new friends and guests arriving to the show, new subscribers. And also, of course, those that have been a part of my journey since the beginning. It's been a wild ride. I'm still nipping and tucking. That's how life is, right? But gratitude and blessings to you and for you, and those of you that do tune into the replay later and listen and watch. And if you don't mind hitting the bell button along with the white button so you're notified, and a comment if you feel you are in need of a message for your day. Sharing is another way to pay it forward as well. And gratitude, an attitude of gratitude and blessings. You could, of course, always find me on other social channels, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the Muse there. Just remember, I am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer. But sometimes we do need an otherworldly life coach assistant, myself included, by the way, to get us out of our own magical way, the journey. And the daily snippet, what is the daily snippet about? It's all about the cosmic, insights, the planets, the elementals, the four pillars is kind of how I choreograph that. The subtle energies, our chakras, the energetic centers, the channels, the pathways, the meridians, along with our auric fields, and a message to get us on with our day. But the season of Capricorn, the commander-in-chief, our commitments and our goals, our responsibilities, managing our system, leadership, inner authority, being seen as an authority or a leader, that's the power pathway. Commanding forces, really. We're in charge of commanding these forces of our own essence as well, but we're deciding, committing, and leading with our feelings, along with our heart, taking them out into the world, climbing to the top peak of the mountain with all of our achievements and accomplishments, really feeling the feels of what that feels like. So the blend today of our feelings, our core feelings, our inner feelings, the moon's in the season of Sagittarius, so our feelings are feeling adventurous. It's the emotional field. So where are my feelers? And knowing that the sacral is online for the rest of the season of Capricorn, along with some other choreography, those ingredients on the menu, the earth star, the nature realm, connecting to the earth and all of those inhabitants in those other worlds. So it's like, are we able to feel the energy of things literally coming together? And because of that, it may feel as if things are on shaky ground, a little topsy-turvy-ish. Things are in these in-between stages, not just on the cosmic highway, but also in the elemental realm. So grounding our feelings to really feel settled. So as we begin to develop our narrative, the one that we're manifesting, this new pathway, leaving the crossroads where we've been for probably 3 years, way of controlling, a different way of managing ourselves and our lives, being our own authority, setting our own rules. We probably have done everything we can physically up to this point to really get into the flow, to get the ball going. It's conscious awareness of just allowing all of the pieces of our puzzle to come together. So what does that mean, or maybe even look like? You may be waiting for a phone call from someone, or a transaction to go through, or waiting to feel solid and safe, embodied about all of the things. So the key to access this energy is to hold loving space, be patient, be compassionate, but protect what you have created until all of these puzzle pieces literally come together in a very tangible, real way. And often we need to protect the goal from ourselves. Our minds often really tempt us to pick ourselves apart, being nitpicky, what we have made, or second guessing ourselves, throwing the bathwater out with the baby, throwing doubt into the outcome. So resisting all the temptations. It's like the devil wears Prada. Maybe that's why it showed up the other day. But remain in the zone of neutrality, utilizing your solar plexus, your heart. Focus on a positive outcome and expect nothing less than the best. It's this elevated, excelling energy of reaching the peak of the peak. It's like Secretariat taking the Triple Crown. So really feel it, be it, see it, hold the tone, the frequency. So with that, just a few announcements, but I've got to show you what's on the menu here. So I went with melting snow. That looks like an icicle. I also went with a plant bursting through the snow, springtime, and rapid waters, because in Utah, that's what happens. As the snow melts, the waters rise from the peaks of the mountains. So super fun there. I love it, actually. I'm going to go do some offerings. The Rising of the Origins is kicking off Tuesday. Register to start or engaging in the portal. The Season of the Witch, we have Terry Tucker still on the highway, which was always on the highway. The 4 Truths Leading to an Uncommon Extraordinary Life. He's written a book called Sustaining Excellence. And also tomorrow, a new one's out. Sasha Lipskaya. Be sure to tune into that. Reclaiming Your Inner Sorceress. So check your inbox when that one arrives. If you've subscribed to my Musing news, everything about me is kind of musing. And remember, I'm adding the Chinese Yin Water Rabbit New Year to be part of the Rising of the Origins immersion. So I'm stoked about that, quite honestly. Register today. Space is actually limited for the live. And of course, the Shamanic Healing Academy for mystics, mages, intuitives, medicine peoples of all kind. Sometimes we do need a village, an off-grid, nomadic kind of village to work our magic and be in a container. The new moon is also out on my channel. And the Elemental Highway, this really gives insight into the elementals, the foundations, the spirit of the elements, the 4 pillars, the energy that we've came into planet Earth with elementally. It's an amazing tool that we can all utilize for ourselves to really mapping out our personal elements as the elementals change. Different choreographies come into the elemental realm. So the yin rabbit will add a different sauce to the flavor for the year. It's also a great tool if you're called into the realm or the world of energy healing, you're into energy medicine. The elemental pathway, it's the artist of energy healing for me, myself. And even I do have, it's called the Evening of Elemental Energy, where I work with light and sound and vibration through the skin, just adding energy medicine to your practice through the realm of the elementals. I work through the skin on the body. It really is like feng shui for the body. Reading the language of the body through the elementals, body morphologies. I'm kind of musing about choreographing an online offering just about the elementals. But on the Elemental Highway today, we do have, we've got a yang fire rat of a day, fire reflecting on all that water. If you've ever been on a boat or out on the ocean or a lake, that's the energy of it. The sun reflects on the water and we kind of get burned, intensified. But the hour of the pig this time, I forgot to probably say this yesterday, but we have a water direction, which is the north, and we have a bunch of water on the heavenly stems. But fire is producing the ox. It's performing, manifesting. It's the earth. It's the choreography of the soil so it can produce. And all in all, the tiger ends up feeding our day if our day can get past all that water, being in the flow, finish reconciling, be in the zone of peace and clarity. The yin water is a flowing river where the pig is a bubbling spring and the tiger is the birth of fire. So we have the energy to birth something creative, passionate, visionary, lively, excitable. And the yin water to the yang fire day, that's power, ambition, authority, refined leadership. It's also healing power, the power of healing, the power of love, the flames. Fire can be overly burning, especially when it reflects on water, but the waters are soothing those inner fires, the big fires, actually. So being an authority, having ambition, that's what's flowing, and it's meandering. It's kind of intense. But the wood, the element of nature, to assist our fire, our day, and also we could go connect with big fire, the sun. There's a lot of water, so we need to keep those flames burning. We don't want them to be put out. So it's the heart. Yin fire is the small intestine. That's the horse. Different energies and elementals. But nature, go to a tree, talk to a tree, do a ritual, plant a tree, plant some seeds, seeds of hope, options. Even a nice warming fire, indoors or outdoors. Either way, just to really warm up our heart. Be the flame, the inner flame to the outer flame, if you will. It's kind of like, I'm thinking of a flame and a mothball. I don't know. But on to the messages. Being that it's a manifesting day, actually, let's do this. Your options there. Just comment in the chat what you're going with or hold space for yourself. It doesn't really matter to me. You have options. But being that it's a manifesting day, Earth, and we are in the end degrees of Capricorn, I'm kind of feeling earthy. So I went with my Oracle deck, Earth. So we're going to really calibrate the 10th energetic center, the Earth star. That's why I went with the Shaman's Oracle. So first up, let's go with the bursting of the flower, the purple flower. I don't know what it's called. My mom used to plant those. Bursting through the snow. Let's go with that first. If you went with that one, dun, 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 you have water, which is kind of actually interesting, curious, and funny. We have so much water in the 4 pillars today. It's the emotional field. And the 61, that's both water numbers in the Dagara, yours ending in 6 or 1. It's also our heart. It's our throat center, just being able to open up our heart to receive spirit messages or messages from spirit, the other world, source, connection, lighting those fires. But water, balancing the fires, kindling, stoking the fires, misting the fires, bringing them out. Water, the spirit of water, regeneration, purification, clarity. It's regenerative, it's flowing, it's birthing, it's revival, it's cleaning, cleansing, refreshing. So just imagine the realm of water and peace and reconciling and being in the flow, the birthing of the new self from the old self. Maybe you're going through an evolutionary shift. It's kind of like what happens after a great flood, the flooding of the waters in California, the new life that comes from that torrential downpour. What gets swept away is then revealed. Water begins without boundaries. Water is fluid. And as soon as the form has separated itself from water, it then becomes under the laws of time and life. Think about birthing, a baby being born out of those waters. And then we acquire these limitations. But being that water has arrived, not only in the messages, but also in our day, we're really being invited to watch our emotions and just know that they're going to be ever so changeable. Don't settle on any conclusion in the moment. If you feel joy, embody it, feel it fully. If you feel sadness or grief, allow it just to move through you. The messages of water, right? Water invites us to see the ebb and the flow, the moon, being in Sagittarius, a believing feeling taking form in the emotional realm. Be in the flow of the events. Trust that you can ride that adventurous wave of opportunities. And when those waves arise, just get into the natural flow. That's what it's saying. It says, go with it, ride those waves, maybe connect with a water spirit. That's kind of what I'm feeling, going to the waters and connecting with a spirit of water with an intention. Speaking, maybe having a water conversation. Just saying, that's probably what I'm going to do. Following the water spirit, if you chose the melting snow. Once again, we have the lower world. I think this was a week or 2 ago. I'm not sure. But this is the heart and what we believe. Our beliefs are becoming structured. In Capricorn, we're committing or manifesting a belief, a character inside of us that's taking new form. So we're then attracting the vibration Like, where does my heart believe I belong? What do I identify with in this belonging? So it's kind of a message to journey into the caverns of our treasures, those hidden gifts that we hide from ourselves and from others, into those rich places of usually darkness, the ghost in the darkness, where we find ourselves, those disowned parts of ourselves that we leave them unseen, the aspects that we've abandoned where we should be cherishing, and just discovering our gifts of the past, our lessons in the realms of the collective consciousness just swirling around, where we can really meet our demons, transforming them into pure energy, absolute light. They're a source also of our personal power. Apparently, the power of water, the healing waters, reminds me of Maladoma's book, The Healing Wisdom of Africa, on my shelf. But it's a message to go deep, unearthing our hidden treasures, our own personal goodie box. It's not a time to make ourselves small in order for others to like or even accept us. Like, go big. Don't hold back. Bring out the gems, the jewels, the precious stones that you are, your innate wisdom, things that we've kept hidden inside those caverns, possibly inside of our heart, tugging at our heartstrings. We're hidden them from ourselves. It really is a message. It's time, Father Time, Capricorn, to honor where we have been and our past, and recasting those stones, a divination, the shells, the stones of our life. Make it magic, heroic. It's a quest, an adventure that you may feel it in your bones as we journey into the realms of the lower world. This is where you may find those treasures, the gifts that are hidden, gifts that are offered, usually from our ancestors or spirit, but their struggles, seeing the life they lived, the way they lived, the way they loved, even the way they transitioned from this plane into the other, all of it, that really becomes the blessings. If you're curious, watch The Blessing of Betrayal by Malidoma Somé. Google it on YouTube. Pretty fascinating, but that's kind of what I was going with today. The Blessings of Betrayal. Pretty curious. Okay, if you chose those rapid moving waters because the snow is melting, this is great. Dun, 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 dun. We have magic, which I love it. It's magic, right? The song Magic. The 33. So this is when we believe it inside of us, we believe it outside of ourselves. So it is magic. It's alchemizing. This is when we open up and receive the magic. Are we willing to accept that magic? It's the soul's harmonic sending message, clairaudient messages. Could be automatic writing, and we all carry unique magic within ourselves. I say it all the time. A gift of the gods and the goddesses, but this is the infinite intelligence of the great spirit source, the divine. It's universal streams, God universe, right? Streaming in. This makes up the fundamental universe, the fabric of the universe. We experience this evidence, this magic, through synchronicity. We often call it full coincidences, which is no such thing. So feel into the magic, hold the note of magic. So being otherworldly, this is like, have you forgotten that you live in a world infused with magic? It's nature. It's my podcast. Maybe you've become cynical, thinking or believing that you have to create your life all by yourself with zero help or assistance from others, which is not true. It's time to remember your relationship to the great spirit source, the spiritual walk of fame. We are all parts of the fabric of the universe. It's part of the story of the world. We're a living spark of spirit, the divine spark. We're all living on Earth, all these wonderful little molecules and atoms. Really, we're only here for a short time if you think about it, or don't think about it. We're kind of an emissary of light, a steward of light. So if you're able to meditate, to go to the zone of neutrality today, to journal, and as you look back on your life, you may find instances in which your actions alone were not the cause of those out of the blue coincidences, those aha moments that may have led you to the new relationship, the job, those other important moments in our earth journey. The universe is always moving us towards the goal, the gift, and the purpose, or waking us up. You know, my visions are usually always prophetic, quite honestly. I get those downloads. So how does one stay in the field of awareness? The answer is kind of simple. If you're able to take a breath and really take a pause and go to the place of childlike wonder. the curiosity of seeing all the things for the very first time, all the experiences you've ever experienced. You're going to see magic again. You're going to be lit up. You're going to be amazed. And remember, magic is in everything. It's in all the things. It is very real. It is everywhere. If you're aware, I always think of nature. Sometimes we don't know all the eyes that are upon us in nature, and we're not hidden. We are seen. That's where we can be our authentic self. So it's time to really activate that and see through the eyes of childlike wonder. I feel like there is some healing happening, the magic healing of our lineage, the fire, the cosmic soup, and the elementals. Just kind of remain committed to your new management style, leading yourself to the best path forward, leaving the crossroads, the peak of the peak, the tip of the top, ambitions and goals, and really love and protect them like the inner baby inside of you. The best way to manifest things, snap fast. The quickest way is to really stay positive. Usually it's the voice inside of us, that trickster coyote, the mind of ours, but focusing on the outcome as if it's already arrived and feeling grateful for what you've already achieved, what you've already done. Imagine that in your future, whatever that is for you. So far, just envision what you want to do next after the goal has come to you, knowing that you're almost there. You're at the tip of the top, patting yourself on the back. You, my friend, are doing fantastic. So it's time not just to manifest the greatness within us, but also to see the greatness outside of us. Feel it, believe it, attract it, know it, accept it, envision it, declare it, manifesting, and it becomes real, lands in reality. So identify the manifestation with magnitudes of gratitude, not just an attitude of it. The journey of walking into the future through the fires, which is built upon the bricks of laying a solid foundation, knowing we're safe, full of gratitude from the life we've lived already. It's led us to this spot we are at now. So see the greatest of all time so far. And I would affirm that I've built the foundation of my future with gratitude and blessings along the way, just leading ourselves into the future life, one foot forward at a time. It's baby steps. If things happen too quick, we usually don't appreciate them. We don't see the value in them. So the baby steps getting us there, just being grateful for the life we've lived so far. So with that, thanks for listening and tuning in. And if this episode inspired you in a magical way, please pay it forward and share. And you may even donate to the show now. I've got these opportunities. So ashe and blessings, gratitude, and I will see you on the other side. Ashe.
I don't think, truths are eternal. I think they're available to everyone, but it's just easier for me to call them my four truths, because I think over these last 10 plus years that I've been battling cancer, I've come to understand them. I sort of call them the bedrock of my soul. They're just a good place to build a quality life off of. I'll give them to you. I have them on a Post-it note right here, and I see them multiple times during the day, so they constantly get reinforced in my mind. So the first one is control your mind, or your mind is going to control you. The second one is embrace the pain and the difficulty that we all experience in life, and use that pain and difficulty to make you a stronger and more resilient individual. The third one is more what I kind of like to refer to as a legacy truth. And it's this: what you leave behind is what